Welcome back, everyone, to Light On with Fiends podcast. This is Biggest Gamer.
Adam Moore.
And we're on episode 25.
Big 25.
We're going over Absolute Resonance and then 150 to 200 of Little Tyrant Doesn't Want Me to Bed. And
We'll finally give you guys a rating for Little Tyrant. We'll tell you what the final score, if you guys should read it or not. We'll, finally get that. We used to do ratings every 50 chapters, then we're like, we got to stop. We'll just do it at 200.
yeah.
I think it's better that way anyways. And then Absolute Resonance went off. We had like 60 chapters.
Yeah.
Which was pretty good.
It was like 65, I think.
65? Oh, yeah. So where we left off with our main guy, Liluo, getting his Duke Art.
Mm-hmm.
And he ended up getting a Transcendent Duke Art. Well, obviously, they said maybe not. Like
it's like close to it.
Yeah, they said if you have enough Dragon Fangs, so it manifests Dragon Fangs based on your resonance. What was it?
Like property.
Yeah, and so since he has 6, he'll be able to make 5. Because
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to make 2 together or something like that.
I think that's also the max you can make.
I don't think they said that.
No, with the current, because it's incomplete.
But I don't think anybody's even reached that yet.
Oh.
Because
okay, then I think it's I thought it was assumed.
okay.
So
I don't know.
No one's gone that far.
Yeah, I think they said no one's gone that far. But his uncle definitely knows he can do 5, and so does that elder guy.
I guess that's true.
Also, I thought it was hilarious. I don't know. It was like 2 chapters before he got his art. They talked about the Transcendent Duke Arts and or Transcendent Dukes and like how like crazy you are and they can become heavily emperors, and then not even 2 chapters later he gets a Transcendent Duke Art. And I was like, that's real timely, because I don't know if you remember in our last discussion, I think I read like the chapter that came out like in the morning, and like I don't think you had yet. And so it talked about Transcendent Dukes. You remember that when I mentioned that? And you were like, what are you talking about? And I was like, oh, never mind. And then like, because it literally just came out, and then like not even 2-3 chapters later, like they're like, here's a Transcendent Duke Art. Very timely, author. Very timely. But I thought it was cool. I also feel like everything he's like trying to do recently just costs so much shit. Like everything is so expensive for him, bro. Like the Duke Art costs 30 million gold per fang.
No, he's living well beyond his means.
Well beyond his means, bro. And then like
no, that's why that's why he said he was like having a strong background.
Yeah. And the sacred not this, what is it? The sacred heart thing that he wanted.
Oh, sacred heart lotus fruit.
Yeah, that he wanted for his fiance cost like over 300 million sky gold.
And he was like, that's not even enough to like. He still couldn't get it.
Yeah, still couldn't get it. And it's like, bro, what is going on? Like, everything costs so much money. And I think there was something else that he needed to cultivate that would cost. Oh, his sword intense. I think he needs like some certain amount of gold for that. Wasn't it?
Because he needs the dragon fang.
Oh no,
essence.
that's the dragon fang. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, bro, it's just so expensive. So expensive. Oh, you know what I was thinking of? The thing he got when he from his grandfather to like get to the glass stage.
Oh,
I thought he was gonna have to pay for that, and I was like, not again.
That was, how much was that?
I think it was 15 million.
Yeah,
and he just had 10. Like that's, and he just got 10.
Yeah.
That's all he had. He probably had like maybe another milli from like allowances and stuff, but he's broke. Oh no, I guess he's not broke, but what he wants, the things he needs are like way too expensive. But how do you feel about the whole the yellow dragon? I forget what it's called.
Yellow. You mean like the yellow dragon mist pool?
Yeah, exactly that.
So that was interesting, especially because we met. What's her face? Can you?
I thought it was. How was it? Can you?
I'm pretty sure it's Can you.
I thought it was just Key or Chi.
What?
I thought it was QI.
No, it's Kin.
Yeah. I didn't see that. All right, King.
No, they're the Kin heavily emperor bloodline.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't read that at all like that. I think I put a Q in there. I put Quinn. That's what I was reading.
You mean you put a U in there?
Yeah, I put a U in there myself.
And put a
Sometimes if I don't understand how to read words, I just put some letters in there, and I'm like, all right, that's how I'm gonna say it.
I did that with because I'm reading since I'm reading Warlock.
Mm-hmm.
I did that with
Finally, guys, I got him.
did that with Leyland. I kept calling him Linley for some reason because the opposite name. And
Yeah.
I was like, bro, I gotta stop calling him Linley.
Bro, I did the exact opposite when we read what was that book?
Dragon?
Coiling Dragon. Yeah. When I read Coiling Dragon, I kept thinking of Leyland
No,
because I read Warlock first, and so I did the exact opposite of you. And then I was like Leyland, Lynn something, Lindley. That's why I always have to. I always ask you for the name, bro, because I could not remember the life of me. But the Quinn, no the Quinn,
Kid.
the King family. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you remember.
The hatred's deep.
Oh, the hatred's deep, but like 30, not even 30. I want to say maybe like 20 chapters from where we started reading this week. They mentioned like what the power up of the Kin family does. Like you know how like the Lee family has like the yellow dragon pool, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Kin
right.
family has like some super cool thing that only works at like the fiend finisher tier or something like that.
Well, because they were saying,
Forget what the power is, but it seemed really cool.
well, yeah, because actually, in order for Kinyu to get in here, he was like, if you let her in here, we'll let y'all in this thing.
Yeah, and so I don't know if you remember, like 20, 30 chapters ago, they described what their thing was.
I don't.
You don't remember that? I don't remember exactly what the power is, but I remember that it was for only used in like the fiend finisher tier.
Which is
yeah, and I remember when they said it, I was like, that's so crazy. Like he needs to get that. I was like, there's no way he's gonna get it though. Like they just described the enmity. How do you say that? Enmity. Amenity.
It's enmity.
Enmity. The enmity between the two families. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
And now after this, oh, he's for sure. Like,
yeah.
As soon as they said that, I was like, oh, he's getting that. He's getting that.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, the way he got it was so different from how I thought it was gonna happen. Because I really didn't think they're gonna let her in. Like I didn't I didn't think of that at all.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, they'll just watch. She'll make some stupid comments
Mm-hmm.
like the mom will. Because that's how it goes.
Yeah.
But then she was like, nah, let my daughter in. I was like, what?
That seems so forceful, bro.
It was. No, but that was kind of the whole point of what they're trying to do. It's like, because they've been around longer, so they have a better foundation.
Yeah.
So they're a little stronger. So they kind of was like
throw the weight around.
Especially with her, right?
That's why that must have been why they came with their king stage power.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I will say
had to.
Yeah. I would say I don't think that like I don't think the Lee family got taken advantage of. Because like I would have, but then the King family said like, oh, if you let us, then you can come join ours. Yeah. And I was like, all right, that's a fair exchange.
No, because that was a fair. That's why he was like he couldn't reject it.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, that's a fair one. Yeah. If we lose here,
we're just ass.
Yeah, so it's like you can still get that vengeance later.
Yeah. And so honestly, before the Yellow Dragon Pool, I didn't know how Lilua was gonna figure this out.
Me neither. I was like, are they gonna just give him like a crazy like power up or something?
And I also didn't know how you got the yellow dragon energy.
Neither.
So the way it made it seem before was that like if you got gold, you just got 5K, and the other ones you got less, right?
Exactly. That's what I originally thought. I was like, okay,
you just gotta set them out.
They get a pillar, and then they just absorb what is in the pillar.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Then they were like, nah, you actually have to go get it yourself. And I was like, what?
That's
kind of crazy.
I was so confused, bro. Even until Lilua got there to the pillar, I was like, okay, if they're not coming, maybe he's gonna get all 6, which is how he'll get them out.
Me too. That's why I originally said maybe he'll get the gold and the silvers, and that should be good enough for him to get most of it. But then that's not what happened.
Because we both knew he wasn't leaving this trial without getting the amount he needed.
Yeah.
Because like they've been harping on those numbers for like the last 100 chapters, bro. Like 30K, 35K, 24K left. I'm getting 6K a month. This. It was a lot of numbers consistently, bro. And I was like, there's no way they keep telling us this, and it's gonna be going on for another 100 chapters. Like he's gonna get, as soon as they brought out the Yellow Dragon Pool, like we knew he was getting everything he needed there.
Yeah.
How he did it, I didn't know, but they figured it out, I guess. I like that he got everything he needed though, just cause.
It's time to move on.
It's time to move on from that tier, bro.
Finally get to half glass.
Half glass.
So I don't know how he gets full glass. Did they say?
So they said he just has to. They didn't say the exact method, but He just has to keep cultivating,
like tempering his body a little more.
I was honestly just confused that the author didn't go into that, because he went so in depth into the greater fiend tier, greater palace fiend tier, and like that was with the numbers, so he needed like a certain amount of numbers to choose fiend lights to break through. But then like he gets the glass, he's going to the fiend body tier now, and like there was no description.
Yeah,
I was really shocked by that.
He just skipped all of it to straight to glass, and I was like, okay,
you just were so in depth for so long, and then you're just like, maybe he like flipped to the other side all of a sudden. So I was confused by that, but it seems like he's in the half glass tier, like so he's technically a gold body, fiend gold body. Yeah, cultivator, and he's like halfway into the glass, and at the glass stage there's like 3 different types of glass. There's single color glass, dual glass, and then like the tricolor glass, and that's what his grandpa wants him to go for.
Yeah, because his father got it too, right?
I don't think they said that. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know if I saw that. Like I think we can expect that he did, but I don't remember reading that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I kind of just assumed it was like
I think that's a safe assumption.
It was
though.
like, yeah, you gotta get it too. I was like, okay, so his father got it.
Yeah, maybe. I think, like, honestly, I was surprised Lilo was even like kind of shocked, and he was like, "Oh, you want me to do all that?" It's like, bro, you're always talking about getting the sturdiest foundation. Like, what do you mean? You should want that. I was shocked that he was like, "Are you sure I have to do all of that?" And I was like, "Bro, shut up. Your king stage grandfather's setting you up for success.
Yeah,
let him set you up." How do you like the fight though between Lilo and Kinley?
Well, it was cool, especially the sword tent at the end. I was like,
yeah,
sword tent's back.
Yeah, the sword tent. How do you feel about her ability to lock down every single other banner leader?
That was nuts. That was so OP. I was like, when they put that up, I was like, I had to reread it because I was like, wait, did she put it on all of them? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, that's crazy OP. But then they explained it. I was like, yeah, you know, we gave her like a king stage or some like formation thing that she kind of learned recently. I was like, what?
Okay, bro. That shit was some bullshit, bro. I was pissed about that palace. I was like, there's no way that should work.
Also, you know what else was crazy? That the palace was so strong, it could copy everyone else and make copies. I was like, that is crazy OP. That's like you raised an entire army.
Like, technically, I think if she was smarter about it, like, I think she could have like waited until everybody got clocked in the palace, and honestly, Lilo like thwarted her plan or whatever. But like, if everybody got clones, I think she could then like just fight with the clones, and she would like kill everybody. Like, I think that's what her plan was, and that's why I think that palace was ridiculously OP. Like, there's no way that should have worked at all. I think like that type of power, you had to at least be like in the heavenly resonance tier, I think it's called.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I don't know what rank is she again.
She was in the fiend finisher tier as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So guys, it goes fiend palace, fiend body. So fiend palace, you need to get like a certain amount of choose fiend lights to cultivate to the next level. Then you get the fiend body, which is bronze, silver, gold, glass.
Yeah.
But not everybody hits glass. Sometimes they just go from gold straight to fiend finisher.
Which we don't know anything about.
Yeah. And then after that goes heavenly pearl.
For some reason we know that they have 9 pearl stages.
Yeah.
But we don't know anything about fiend finisher.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
And then we have the heavenly resonance stage, which I think is split between lesser and greater.
Yeah. And that, I think Kinyu's senior brother is in a heavily resonance stage.
I think he's in the greater, yeah.
He's in greater?
Yeah, I said greater.
He's actually kind of strong.
He is very strong. Very strong.
What's his name? Chu King? It's Chu something.
Chu something. Chu something. I don't remember his name.
I think it's Chu King.
I think you're right. About that.
Damn, that's going to be interesting later.
Yeah, but I hated that palace.
Yeah.
I thought it was some bullshit. I did like that he didn't really need to use the wolf.
Yeah. No, that's like super like against like a true devil.
Yeah.
Like last minute.
Yeah. And then I like that he got all his things. I wish they would have talked about what the, because they talked about like each yellow dragon mist or whatever did like 5,000 abstruse fiend lights, but they never described what it did for people who weren't in that tier. Because he's the only person that's in the fiend palace tier. Everybody else there was in either the body or the fiend finisher tier. So like I wish they would have told us what it would have done for them. Because I don't know if they just acquired more.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
I wonder if it's like. Yeah, because I wonder what it does for fiend finishers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, does it count still towards helping their foundation?
I don't know. I think we need to know what those tiers like do to progress to understand what it would do. Cause I just kept thinking that the whole time. I was like, is this only worth it for him? Like, obviously they have a benefit here, so how is it benefiting them?
Yeah, cause
I didn't understand.
Because the way you level up go from palace to the body, still kind of like didn't make a lot of sense.
I think it kind of made sense.
Well, because when he's upgrading and he's skipping, I was like, well, how is he skipping?
So I think what happened, how I understood it, was that when you break through from palace to body, each, depending on your resonant power tier, so like 1 through 9 or whatever, it depends how many abstruse fiend lights you can hold in your resonance, right? And then you use your, like, once it hits max capacity, you use all of that in there to temper your body. You use the fiend lights to temper your body, and then that's how you get through the stages. But he had so many fiend lights that he could just continuously temper his body that he skipped right through silver, through gold, and half into glass. So then he just did extra tempering.
Yeah,
because he had so many fiend lights.
That makes sense. But then it doesn't make sense for the people who are in body. How
do they keep going?
Yeah,
like, do they just have to do they have to refill it again?
That's what I was wondering.
Right?
Because that's why that's what confused me. I was like, okay, so
I was also confused at that point.
What do the people who are already like
in body, like
body or in finisher, need this for?
Yeah, I agree 100% with that. Yeah, that part I was very confused.
Even right now, I was like, okay, so how does he upgrade his glass body to from half?
We don't know. It's so confusing too, especially for the. I think honestly, he's trying to skip the body tier. Like, you can kind of tell how he basically skipped it already, and with like his glass thing or his the thing that his grandpa gave him, I think what's honestly gonna happen is like somewhere in this arc that we're currently in, he's gonna find another OP item, and he's just gonna
tempers his body, and then he gets like dry.
Yeah, and then he just peaks it, like peaks glass, and then like, or he just skips right over the fiend finisher.
Yeah,
I think this guy's just trying to skip this tier.
He's just trying to skip fiend in general. Just go straight to resonant, because I feel like the pearl stage it's already laid out.
Yeah. And especially because we saw that what's his fiance's name?
Jiang Qing'e.
Jiang Qing'e, actually technically ex fiance.
Well, they're more like lovers now.
Yeah, I guess they're more lovers now. She went straight into 6 pearls. Remember when she popped out in the Astral College and she fought her senior? You remember that? She broke through into the Heavenly Pearl stage, and she instantly got like 3 pearls or 6 pearls.
I'm not sure, but didn't she?
But she got multiple, right?
Yeah, but when she got her heart resonance, because she got a second
resonance, yeah.
Didn't she like break through?
Yeah, she did.
To 9th.
So I think what that was when she went to the Astral College, like the new one. They gave her like some sort of like, I think it was a pool that she was absorbing power on.
The light pool.
Yeah, the light pool. She hit 9 pearls, and then after that, she went into the heavenly lesser resonance stage, and she got her second resonance, stage 9 light.
Which is crazy.
Wild.
She's so OP.
As fuck, and I love it.
And also,
I want her to be stronger than him. The whole novel. Wow, I never want him to overtake her. I'm honestly gonna be mad when it does. Like because it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to happen.
I think I'm trying to remember is how much time does she need before like she dies?
I don't know.
Or was that pool meant to like help her from not dying?
I think the pool was to like.
Yeah. What was the? Because that's why I was confused. Because it was like 6 months have gone How much time has gone by?
It's been I'd say at least 6 months. So originally I think it was 3, and then because I know it took originally it was gonna be 3 months for him to get the promotion to Bannerhead.
Yeah.
But it only took him like 2 months,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that, I think it's been another month. I think it's been 2 months since then. I think it's been 4 months right now.
It's been 4 months.
Yeah, he's been very rapid progress right now. This man's flying.
I feel like it's been longer than that.
Well, I feel like the time hasn't really been that much. Like a lot of things have happened, but it hasn't been that much time between when he became the Bannerhead and like where we're at now.
Okay.
Like actually, I would say maybe 3 months because it took him like a week for his breakthrough.
Oh really?
Yeah, and then after that, he's gone to the other place. It took him like a week to get there. He's been there for like a week. I think it's been like 5 months maybe now.
Okay. But that's why, because I originally thought like, oh, she only has a few months to live. You can get it quick, so that's why I thought. And then I didn't remember how much the pool healed her.
Oh, I'm remembering now. So his aunt, Liluo's aunt, I think gave her a medicine to stop it from burning. Remember?
Oh, and then going to the college helped.
Yeah, and then going to the college, like helped her like increase her power, and I think it'll help her like slow it down even further.
Oh, and then, so we just don't know how much time she has.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
she clearly probably needs something, right?
She needs that thing that Liluo's bringing, the Sacred Heart Lotus.
Yeah, because I'm just wondering what she's doing.
I think she could still power up, but like. So I think honestly, I don't think she's leaking cultivation. I think she's leaking life force.
Oh, I see.
I think it's what it was. Cause it's like her heart is made out of like, since she has a 9th grade resonance, I think her heart became like a light heart or something like that, and like a purity of light heart. Cause that's why like the other guy wanted it and saying something, and I think she's leaking that. So I think like it's not like her cultivation; it's like her life force.
Okay. Yeah, because I kind of forgot about that, and then when I realized some time went by, I was like, doesn't she need this thing like ASAP?
Nah, I guess it's like she's just like slightly injured at all times, but she can continue like going up.
Okay.
I think, yeah, honestly, bro, I think she's gonna be like peak heavenly greater resonance stage when Lilu finds her, because she's already lesser, and you know she's a force.
Well, that
and she just doubled her resonance power. This is insane, bro. 2 9 stages. We've only met people with 1 9 stage, and they literally seemed as like OP gods. I can't believe this girl. I can't get over it. It's insane. It's insane.
All right, let's see what else. So he got the mist. We met Qing'e. Qing'e's mom. Honestly, I thought after she lost to Lilo, I thought she was gonna beat her up.
Oh, I thought she was gonna go far like crazy.
I'm shocked she didn't.
I honestly, yeah, I was very shocked by that. Especially, I don't think I remembered as closely what happened to that family as you did. But like, she was like, "Oh, they killed my brother. This, and that." I was like, "Oh, yeah." I didn't realize that.
But then she revealed some information, and I like, well, the sect. What was it called?
Oh, the Sacred Void Sect. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so they didn't kill your brother just because like they saw him and they were like, oh, you're Qing'e's brother?
Marked.
Nah, they all found the treasure.
Yeah.
And I bet I'm willing to guarantee he got greedy immediately and attacked them, and they attacked back retaliation, and then she just turned the tables on them.
Yeah, like,
and used it as an excuse.
Yeah, like a narrative.
And because of the treasure, I bet the treasure's so great that that's why they had to leave the continent back then, and they didn't tell
their family.
Yeah, because even he said, remember in one of the chapters before, he was like, what did you guys find that year when you were forced out of the continent?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, so they found a treasure. And then they revealed the Sacred Void Sect treasure. And I was like, what's the Sacred Void Sect? It must have been crazy. And it's probably just related to Lilo's blank resonance.
It has to be something wild to the fact that their king stage powers couldn't protect them. Or they thought maybe like they could protect them. Maybe... I think what it was is it was so crazy that like if everybody found out about this, it wouldn't have just been like the king clan or the Qing'e coming to like attack the Li
everyone.
clan, it would have been like all the bloodlines would have been like, we need either you're sharing that treasure or we're gonna kill you for it. Only way.
That because she doesn't even know what it is.
Yeah,
that's why I think like they didn't tell anyone.
Yeah, so I think it must be insane, and that's probably why they fled. Like after they killed people, they were like, we can't. This information can't be spread.
And they went somewhere to the noble.
Then they went to the Noble's battleground,
but we don't know.
I think that's what it's called everywhere.
But we don't know what they're looking for something.
They are.
I think one, trying to cure their injuries, and two, probably something related to the treasure.
We actually got a clue on that. That like I guess should have been like obvious, but they didn't make it known before. Maybe because it's different in the outer divine continent and the inner divine continent. Because in the outer divine continent, the other places are sealed, like under like astral colleges. But in the inner divine continent, they're like out in the open, and they just have like a warded area around it, right?
Which is kind of that's nuts.
That is nuts when I heard
that's
that.
So dangerous,
right? But one thing that surprised me was that they have resources at these other places.
Yeah,
like so they have like grows. The best. Yeah.
I was like, so there's resources that grow. I didn't think you would be able to get anything from there, but so, I guess they can.
That makes a lot of sense though. Usually the most dangerous areas have like the best stuff.
Yeah,
and it makes sense like where the other meets the actual world, like they'll create like crazy things,
crazy treasures. Yeah.
So like I think that made a lot of sense why they went to Noble's battleground, because they obviously didn't just go for like fighting experience. Like obviously that's a big deal, and like you need that in these cultivation novels, but like
that's a really
they've been there for 10 years. They can't just be there for fighting experience for 10 years, bro.
Yeah, like, like you don't just leave your kid behind and do that. Like they're clearly obvious, just going to. They're looking for stuff to
something
heal.
Specific.
Probably something for Lilo as well, maybe or Qing'e, because remember she did say that we owe her a lot.
They did say that.
And I was like, what does that mean?
Well, we know her family must be crazy. It's not just no regular family.
No, because she might not have a family.
Think she's just a random girl on the street, bro?
No, I think she came from a great family that's probably doesn't exist no more. That's my theory. Okay. So I'm just like, there's no way y'all just took the prodigy from an ancient family or from a random family, and then
nobody said anything about it.
And then you said something like, "Oh, we owe her a lot." I'm just like, y'all. Clearly, her family got sacrificed. Oh, you know what it is?
What?
That I just thought of now. Maybe the family she came from helped them come up to the outer divine continent, and they died, like trying to help them. That's why they said we owe them a lot.
That's a good theory.
I just thought of that.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Cause like, there's no way that a family just like is disappeared like that and just dropped them off at there. Because they're not that big. Well, I guess back then they were like top of the chronicler, Heavenly Empyrean chronicler page, I think it's called.
If I were to be really specific, it's like they probably got injured helping, and then they died from injuries later, and then they were like, okay, let's take in the orphan kid. That's my theory.
They probably owe their parents a lot.
Yeah.
Like the parents probably were the reason they were able to escape in the first place.
This is crazy. Whatever this treasure is, especially now that you just keep getting residences, whatever you want. Which is honestly super OP.
It is very OP.
Because like,
and you can pick them,
and then you get to upgrade with no issue. I'm just like, I bet you the Sacred Voice sect was literally a sect that took on Blank Palaces. Maybe they're just
maybe
we're taking Blank Palace kids only, and we're gonna give you the strongest things, and y'all are just gonna go.
They don't even have to give them the strongest things. We're gonna give you a 2nd grade resonance. We'll just improve it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And like, that's definitely once he becomes big enough, like once he becomes a dragon head, and maybe he becomes like, once he hits like Duke stage and he gets his 4th resonance thing, I think that's when he's gonna go on a crazy expansion. Like then they'll see like, because he's gonna be the super young Duke, right? It's gonna be like a 21-year-old Duke, 20-year-old Duke, something like that. I think you were saying he'd be 19.
Oh, I was thinking he might be Duke earlier.
Yeah, and I think I said 20.
Yeah.
And then I remember because it's like symbolism.
It's not going to be a 19 though.
You're not anymore?
It's too early now. I was like, wait, that's actually way too early.
Bro, when you said, I was like, this guy's wild, bro.
I was like, oh, he got all the way here in 1 year. I was like, that make I was like, okay, maybe, but then I was like, okay, no,
There's just honestly, there's just so many tiers, bro.
Yeah.
Like even in the
not unless he's skipping. Maybe
that's
he's
true.
skipping.
I still think 20, but once he hits Duke, I think all his palaces are gonna become like at least 8th stage. There's no way he's gonna keep them like because I think there's one that's like at 6th stage or 7th.
Is the dragon.
The dragon one. Is it 6th or 7th right now?
6, I think.
6, and then the
Wood Earth is 7th.
The 7th, and then his water.
Light is 8.
Yeah, is it 8 lower or 8 upper?
I think it's lower.
Okay. Yeah, so like I think once he has Duke, all of them are becoming like instantly like upper 8th. Like within like as soon as he becomes Duke, they're gonna be like, here's all the resources, because he's gonna have 4. That's like Heavenly Emperor level, I think, right?
Yeah, technically, yeah.
If I'm assuming if Heavenly Emperor gets another palace, it's like literally goated, bro. I don't even know what you do anymore against that guy. But there's that, and then how you feel about him going to where he's at right now? Is there anything we skipped in the middle there? No, it was just the yellow dragon pool.
Because there's the dragon pool. Most of it, honestly, most of the chapter was talking.
Yeah,
most of it because they were just talking
about a lot of talking, bro.
It was just like the emperor,
or
not the emperor. There was just Qin Yu and her mom. Then him and his grandfather talking about the different tiers, and then the mystical yellow dragon pool lasted a good few chapters.
20, 25.
Yeah, something like that. Because that was just them fighting and then taking the thing.
I felt like it was too slow, bro. Like I was telling you earlier, it was a little slow.
It was a little slow. And then now they're trying to save, or they're trying to help his Ox Biaobiao.
The guy.
Yeah. What was his rank before?
I was about to ask you that, bro. I think it was 4, but I'm thinking it was either 6 or 4. You think it was 6?
I think it's 6.
Oh, I think it was 6 because when that Zen guy came, what's that guy who made Liluo's lover sacrifice her heart? What's that guy's name? The professor at the Astral College that betrayed him.
Oh, Shenjia.
What?
Jaxia, I think it's
Jaxia. Him. He was a 6 Berg-free Duke.
Yeah.
And Ox Biaobiao was like, oh, at my peak, I would have wrecked you.
Oh, he might have been like 7.
But I think he was tied at 6.
Tied at 6?
The 6 is really high still.
Yeah,
I think he was 6. But maybe 4. But I think it was 6. 6? Okay. 6. And then yeah, so they're going to get the Sacred Heart. Sacred Infant Heart? No, Sacred Infant Fruit.
I think it's a fruit, yeah.
Sacred Infant Fruit for Ox Biaobiao. His grandfather dotes on this guy, bro. Before I said last time that I didn't like how the grandfather was like restricted so much. These last 60 chapters, he stopped caring.
He does not care.
He's like, we're opening the floodgates for this guy. Also, I think it's because he's showing the ability. So he's like, I'm going to keep giving him opportunities. But like, I really like that. Because the grandfather's done it all for him.
Yeah.
He opened the Yellow Dragon Mystic Pool. He's dropping he's probably going to drop $500,000 if he has to. Actually, he doesn't have to anymore on the Sacred Heart Lotus. Because remember, they said that you just have to become the Dragon Head.
And you'll probably get it.
You'll get it, yeah. So he'll get it for free.
Yeah. Because it's no way he doesn't become the Dragon Head.
No way. And then he set up, he needed to go the other place. And the grandfather's like, okay, I'll just create a mission for you. And so, he's doing it all, and I like it.
So at this place, this dark domain, so they have issues with the other Heavenly Emperor bloodline, the Zhao bloodline, and this crazy guy, he's in love with Qing'e, who's like, come grab...
I'm getting your arm.
Yeah, I was like...
I'm gonna cut off an arm.
Honestly, he was pissing me off with that. I was like, bro, stop playing. You're about to get wrecked.
Yeah, you could've found another way, bro.
Yeah, for real. And then we met Li Ruyan's niece.
Oh, I feel bad for that lady.
Yeah, no, that's sad.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like she doesn't recover.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, maybe if they kill the thing, but we don't really know. So
we found out from her, and she's from this area. She used to be a prided genius.
Yeah.
She fell from grace when she got attacked by the soul. What was it? The soul?
I think it's like Soul Reaper, True Devil, or Soul.
That's too cool of a name.
Soul Devouring.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. If it was
Soul Reaper, that is too cool of a name.
Is that Bleach, right? That's what they call them, Soul Reapers.
Oh yeah, that's
That's a cool last name.
Yeah, it is.
But Soul Devourer, True Devil Fiend, and it seems to me that it controls all the other True Devils.
Yeah, it must be like a rank 2.
Yeah, and like True Devils, just so you guys know, are Duke level
fiends.
Duke level fiends, and honestly, bro, something that came to mind, and tell me how you feel about this, is that the True Devils, they said there's 10 of them. There's 10 True Devil rank, 10 ranked True Devils in the domain, right? But every time one hits above rank 2 Duke, the people go in there and exterminate the fiend, because there's a ward set up in that area that people above rank 2 Duke can't enter, except like I guess with special permissions like the city lord or whatever.
Yeah,
that controls that area. I think, because I've read this in another novel, I think that the Soul Reaper, Soul Devourer, I think it splits up its power between 10. And 10 in itself, or I guess it's actually including the 10. So one of the 10, it's him. And that's why I can control the other ones. And like, it's going to form.
Wait, that'd be so crazy.
Like, if it gets enough power, it can well, obviously it can do it whenever, but I'm thinking like it's trying to wait until all of them are at a certain power level, or until they all get like peak talent or whatever, because it devours peak talents, and it devours 10 of them, and then it'll form back and it'll try to hit like a king stage other.
Yeah, because they got ambushed by 2.
Right at the beginning.
Right, I was like, damn, right away.
The big body one, the big body, big belly one,
and then I don't know what the other one was.
Me either. I
think it was like a smiley one or something.
Yeah, smiley one. And then they escaped after that. I thought that was crazy that those 2 others, the True Devil Fiends didn't kill Zhao.
I know.
What's his name? Zhao Jin.
I don't remember his name.
Zhao. The guy from the Heavenly Emperor. Zhao. I thought he was gonna die there. I'm surprised they didn't kill him. I was like, wow, they really are only going for Li Luo.
Yeah, I was like, damn, that's kind of strange.
That is strange.
And then so I guess because they revealed like her face, I was like, is it a trick for the soul? So for the Soul Devourer.
Oh, that it was watching Li Luo.
Yeah,
I think it just got caught. Because it wouldn't leave up. The Zhao guy from the Heavenly Emperor, I thought he should have died.
Yeah, me too.
I'm surprised they didn't just take that opportunity to kill him right there. Because I think they could have killed him.
No, they would have. It was two dukes against one.
Yeah. And one is a harmony. I also don't understand why the others, if they know there's like this person is power. I don't know if they know, that's the thing. But if they can understand that there's like somebody getting buffed by like 8,000 people behind them, like just kill the 8,000 people. You know what I mean? Because you can't just do that, right? Like you don't have to focus on the guy.
Well, I think the harmony is I mean, it's a little different, right?
What do you mean?
Because it's like an aura that like surrounds.
So do you think they like?
It's like a banner. Like they have the banner is like it's like a shield, but.
Do you think it's like Power Rangers like morphin? Is that what it is? They just morph into a giant monster? Because they makes it seem like it all goes into one person. Like the other people do get like some effects, but it's not like they all become like that strength.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like it's just like it's not like I think it's like they just work in tandem with one and become one person. And under the banner, it just helps it like work. So I feel like it's hard. Like obviously you can focus on it, but it's like if it's a 1-on-1, I mean he can't really focus on like killing the people behind him if he's getting attacked, right? If like the True Devil's getting attacked.
I guess.
I think that's why they were extremely afraid of like 2, because even if like technically they might be able to fight them off, but a lot of people would die.
That's true. That's real.
I mean, they were still afraid of just 1 in general because they knew they would die.
That's fair. Yeah, I think Zhao should have died. Other than that, then
They killed a couple.
I love that. I love that chapter where they're describing them killing the sword one.
Mm-hmm.
Thought that was cool as fuck.
Yeah, I like that they went on the offensive there.
Yeah. Thought that was really cool. I honestly, when he said that, I was like, "Oh, dangerous." I like it. I thought he was gonna kill. I thought he was gonna kill 3 of them at least. I wanted to say all 4, but I was like, "That's a lot."
Yeah.
They killed 2. I thought they would get like. I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping for a boss drop. Right?
We got it at the end.
No, I mean like
an actual drop,
like a loot drop.
Oh,
like I killed the boss. Other like they drop something special or something. You know.
No, I think you only get loot if you like if they like had like a treasure at their spot where they killed them. Not we got the true devil like bone or something.
I don't know. That was like something. Like I didn't think you just grabbed it and like absorb it, but like refined it or something. Like it's hard.
No, I think you're joining the Origin Reverse Institute at that point.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. All right, that's true. And then finally at the end, we got all 4 of the green dragon fang banner, against the Heavenly Emperor Zhao,
which honestly,
bloodline.
The dragon banners confuse me so much sometimes.
Why?
Because sometimes I forget that's like he has his banner, and I forget like, oh, he's the leader of all the banners. And then I'm just like, oh, so there's 4 people with their own banners, and even though he's the leader, he's not controlling all the banners. And sometimes that just confused me a little bit, because I was like,
yeah, this technically, I think he's technically not even the leader of the 4 banners. There's no like head banner leader. There's only a dragon head of all 20.
But he's like the leader for like their lineage, right?
Not even.
Not even? I'm pretty sure.
They said when they headed out, they agreed that like
they would follow his
lead, but like usually I don't think they don't listen to his orders.
That doesn't make sense.
That's what it is. I don't know. Honestly, I think they should have a leader for like the green banner, or the dragon fang banner, which is down the dragon blood lineage, or dragon blood should be have its own banner leader. Like all 4. I think it's 4 or 5.
Yeah, it's 4.
No, it's 5. It's 5.
Are you talking about banners or lineages?
Lineages.
Yeah, it was 5. Yeah.
And I think they each have 4.
Yeah.
I think they should each have a banner head for their each lineage. So there should be 5 banner heads, and then maybe one like banner dragon head. You know.
I guess I thought that was like the whole thing.
They don't do that currently. Like they have unofficial. They have unofficial leaders. Yeah. Like Li Qingfeng, I think is his name.
Yeah.
He's like obviously the leader for the dragon blood. Like he like orders the other 3 people around, but like that's because they submitted to his strength. There's not like you know, like when he gets promoted to a new position, he gets more resources.
Yeah.
There's not something like that for like the, you know, it's like an unofficial position. Yeah. They finally get the Heavenly Emperor bloodline of Li fight Zhao in that little area in the Crimson something mountain.
Crimson Cloud Mountain.
Yeah.
I think.
And this guy, Zhao something, he sets up a ward to make everybody not be able to use harmony. And as soon as he said that, I was like, Li Luo is stomping him, and he literally did
because the
wolf.
The wolf.
I like how the wolf is able to use the dragon. He's able to use the harmony thing, basically.
Yeah, because he drank some Li Luo's blood.
Yeah. I thought that was awesome. I loved how he basically one-shotted him. I'm honestly surprised. They've been pretty like, I wouldn't say friendly is the right word, but they're not like out for kill. You know, none of them like even.
I really thought they were gonna go.
Me too.
Massacre.
I thought they were gonna like kill each other, but like even the Zhao guy kept saying like, "I just want your arm." Like I think they know they have to like limit it at a place, and I'm surprised by that. I thought like in the other area they'd be like down for massacre, and I was shocked
he would have killed him if he had the chance.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Especially deep in there.
Maybe. I think if they were actually a bloody battle, he'd kill him. But like, let's say if the guy was just like they fight and Li Luo lost, I think he'd just take his arm.
No, maybe.
But like if there was like a lot of back and forth and like you disgrace me, you know, whatever, you know, it always is something. Yeah. Then he'd try to kill him, but
now they have no chance to kill each other because True Devil came and we're just
like,
oh my god.
They have the red Crimson Eye one that showed up, and then they have the other one. I forget the other one, the human skin one, right?
Yeah.
And they're fighting two of them. Those are the two that were Lilo was trying to kill.
They're trying to find, and they disappeared.
Oh
yeah, that's right. They disappeared, which is like kind of. I was like, damn.
And I think we obviously know that the Soul Devourer
is clearly in the shadow. Yeah. Like, watching right now.
So at the very least, there's. I won't even say 3. There's at least 5 because we know the Soul Devourer can control 2 other True Devils.
Oh, that's nuts.
So at the moment, there's at least 5, and technically there's 8 banners there, so they have 8 dukes. So at least right now it's like 8 on 5. But I feel.
I mean, the Soul one has to be at least rank 2.
Yeah, rank 2.
And he's been hiding because they said they tried to kill it, but it always got away.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I kind of found it was like a BS excuse. So I was like, so you try to kill a true devil, but it escaped you. I feel like that's like extremely dangerous true devil.
Yeah, you should exterminate.
Yeah, because like if it has the ability to escape you once, that's already terrifying.
And they're probably going in there with overwhelming power. Like let's say like I don't know if the city lord goes in there, but like even just the surrounding areas have like level 4 dukes that are obviously stronger than the level 2 war that they have up.
Yeah, well they're probably sending multiple level 2 dukes, right?
Maybe. I think they probably send at least one level 3 in there.
Yeah.
And like, cause like if they have to go in there, that means a one like probably past level 2. And so like I'm assuming, honestly, they probably send a level. No, knowing them, they send a level 3 because they're never careful in these novels.
Yeah.
And then they go in there, they kill it. If it's something escapes, bro, you should definitely go like with a stronger force and kill it. Because if not, that means everybody goes in there is gonna die.
Yeah, but then they said like no one really believed that there's like a soul like devouring devil. I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense,
bro.
This girl literally is like, clearly something happened to her. Yeah. She's half the person she used to be. This isn't some like random fall of a genius. This is someone who got half their soul ate.
Yeah, and like you could tell she's went through it. And honestly, bro, like they should have sent something. The city lord is her like grandfather or something. Yeah. Like he's at least a level 5 duke.
Yeah, I think it's 4 or 5.
I think he's at least level 5 because we met that random like other city guy who like controls the city, and he's level 4.
Oh, you're right.
So I'm assuming since he's part of the clan and he's like has a bigger city, he's at least level 5.
Yeah.
And so like he should be able to clap that thing's cheeks. I shouldn't have said that, but but like it should. I think should have gotten clapped, bro.
So like the danger. You were like, there's no like sense of urgency.
Yeah, there's none. That's why I think it's like the Soul Devourer can split.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like since like maybe that's why I can escape because when it like forms together, it's so much stronger that it's like hard to find.
Yeah, we'll see because like the climax is gonna happen, but we'll have to wait a bit, especially with these slow kind of like updates.
Yeah, I think we're not gonna read it for another 50 chapters, but I bet like this arc is probably at least another 25 chapters.
Oh yeah.
This author's been like sometimes he goes really fast and sometimes it's just so slow. His pacing be messing with me, man. Really messing with me. I think sometimes he describes so much of things and then he just doesn't like, he's not consistent with the heavy description, which sometimes I'm like, bro, like I'm good on the heavy description. But then sometimes he just flip flops so like just with the cultivation things, right? It's so heavy and then nothing. I'm like, bro, you gotta find a middle ground here, you know? Like, yeah. I'm kind of excited for when we hit Duke. Because the last tier, which was like the Resonance Master stage, I think. And then this tier, which is like the General stage. God damn, they've been intricate, bro. Like, I like a detailed cultivation system, but that doesn't mean I like it, like, intricate. Like, I want to know how it works, but I don't know. These levels are a lot, bro.
No, because, like, it was always confusing to me to keep up.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you're a Resonance Master.
Yeah.
But it's like, what is a Resonance Master? And it's like, oh, you're fifth, and then, or something. I don't even remember.
I forget. It was like a budding. So you were budding, and then once you...
Yeah, they're having different names.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro.
There's like 3 different tiers that have multiple sub-levels in it. Because like usually it's like a tier is like, for another novels, is like Foundation Establishment. Has lower, middle, upper, right? Whatever. This one, it has like Resonant Master, and then it has 3 different tiers in it. That would be okay. But then each of those tiers have like 3 more tiers inside. So instead of just like 2 things you have to remember, you have to remember like 10.
Yeah, because Earth Fiend Body encompasses 3 tiers that have their own tiers inside of it. Because like Earth Fiend Body, okay, then you have Fiend Palace, Fiend Body, Fiend Finisher.
Yeah.
And then within those you have, what is in Fiend Palace again? I don't even remember.
Fiend Palace is just how many lights
it's just how many lights you need.
Yeah.
And Fiend Body has different tiers for the body. And Fiend Finisher we don't really know.
Yeah.
And then Heavenly General Resonance,
which is also in the general stage.
Yeah, is the Pearl stage.
Yeah, which has 9 pearls.
And then you have early
or lesser,
and then upper
or greater
for
resonance
something.
Heavily resonance.
Greater
stage.
heavenly resonance.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, there's like so many stages.
There's a lot, bro. That's why I'm happy to get to Duke, and it's just like, how many Berg Frees you got?
Okay, yeah.
Call it a day. Don't have to. Yeah, bro.
It's very intricate.
Very intricate. But I think Liluo is in a pickle here. I think the wolf is gonna have to come out of that bracelet this arc. We glossed over Li Jintao.
Oh yeah.
No, that's
the guy. Oh yeah, he's a crazy defense.
Crazy defense. I was very shocked by that. Incredibly shocked. I knew they must have been planning something with him, but
yeah, being like a turtle. I mean, it does match him.
It does match me.
That's hilarious.
It was hilarious. I loved it. I like that what he does. I think somebody's down here. Oh, you know, I think I said it last time. That dang Feng Shao guy, the Golden Spear guy. I still think he's a little bit of a traitor.
What? Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
He helped out though.
I know, but I don't know.
I don't think he's a traitor.
I still think he's a traitor. I don't even think he might not pop out right now, but he's gonna pop soon,
he's
bro.
He's not a traitor.
I don't know, bro. He's scheming deep.
I feel like he's just normal.
You think he's just a normal guy?
Yeah.
When do we ever see that at a cultivation?
I don't know. I feel like
we never see normal guys.
I feel like he's just a normal guy. I feel like he's just like taking advantage of the circumstances. Like, okay, the
other ones are weak.
The Dragon Blood banner, you know, they were going pretty strong, and he's like technically like a foreign there with like the other guy who's the Vice Hall Master is trying to be the main Hall Master. It's kind of in line with them, but then he was like,
"Sounding so innocent right now."
No. But then he was like, "Oh, Lilo's kind of strong. His background's kind of crazy too, and I'm on his main turf. I feel like it'd be better if I kind of just."
All right, I'm gonna explain this to you like this, bro.
No.
You tell me how you feel about this. How do you feel about a character who's shown up to be incredibly strong, who can lead his clan area or whatever that he's currently a part of, and then some guy finally shows up, long-awaited prince, and they just are like, "I'll submit. No worries. You're strong. Like, I see the vision." How often does that happen, bro? That never happens.
I don't know. I feel like
that never happens.
It's not like a submission, but I feel like it's like 3-on-1. You know, he's in the he's just you could say he's like a stronger version of Yu Lang. You know, he's kind of just rolling with the tide, taking advantage of the circumstance.
We'll see.
I don't think he's a traitor.
I think he's a traitor.
Nah.
He might pop in this arc right here.
No
he
way.
might not. I'm not sure. But he's traitor. He's other. Origin Reverse Institute, 100%.
You know, honestly, it's kind of there's definitely. I feel like there's a bunch of traitors in each of these heavily upper bloodlines.
Oh, for sure.
And one day, the officer's gonna be like, "All right, start killing."
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Who's a traitor?" I want to, because if they say something like, "Oh yeah, your uncles are traitors" or something, I'll be like,
"Yeah,
that'd be kind of shocking."
I think there's gonna be a falling out. Random side note, I think there's gonna be a falling out between King Lee and her mom, because it seems, King Lee, the girl that we fought in the Yellow Dragon Mist.
King Lee?
Isn't that her name? King Lin?
Who are we talking about?
We talking about the girl who used the water palace?
King Yu.
All right, sorry guys. King Yu. I think she I think her mom's name is Leon.
Yeah, King Leon.
Leon. I think King Yu I think she's gonna have a falling out with her mom because there's been multiple times where you could tell she's like following the will of her mom.
But she doesn't really care.
Yeah.
About
she doesn't. She's like I understand, but like it's not that big of a deal. Like, can I just beat him up? Yeah. And her mom's like, no, disgrace him. You know, like put him in the dirt.
Yeah, and she's just like,
it's not that serious.
Yeah. First of all, because that just will also just create further enmity, and for the next generation. So.
Yeah. I think there's gonna be a little split there. Maybe even King.
Maybe her mom's a traitor.
I didn't want to go that far, but it was in the back of my head.
I feel like it'd be too obvious.
Yeah.
Maybe she's not a traitor right now, but maybe some point
she'll turn.
She turns because of like her hatred. Because you know how others prey on people's negative emotions.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe that'll happen.
I can see that. I was thinking like I don't think she's currently a traitor, but I could see her fall into corruption.
Oh, wait a minute.
Well,
if the soul thing is not, I feel like a Kinger might be able to heal that niece girl with her dual light resonance.
Who? Oli Luo?
Well, no, heal Li Jing.
Oh, because she has double light.
Yeah.
Li Luo's fiance, her ex-lover, her lover.
Yeah.
You think because she has double light, she'll be able to heal corruption?
Yeah.
I think she will. I don't know. I don't think that's how it's gonna happen. But I think that's a good point. That I think further in the story, there's gonna be like important people who have like fallen due to corruption. That I don't know about currently, but
at least when she reaches Duke.
When she reaches Duke, I think she's gonna get a third 9 stage. Knowing her, it's gonna be fucking OP.
Oh,
and I think
I didn't even think of.
And I think she's gonna be able to like do like some crazy saints and stuff. Like like create sanctuaries. Like like purify like other rivers of like darkness. Like people who have like corruption.
Maybe that's
like
how they
she
save the Eastern Divine Continent.
I'm telling you, bro, it's happening.
Crazy. She's gonna be.
She's gonna be like the focal point of it.
She'll be the number one wanted on the others list.
On the Origin Reverse too. She's definitely gonna have people after her.
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm excited to see the Duke stage.
It's been hype, especially because now we've been fighting basically at Duke stage for most of it. Like all the fights have been at Duke stage.
And it's also nice because King stage is very rare. It's like it's stable and rare.
Yeah.
So it's like, cause like, there's only 5 kings in each
bloodline. I think there's more like low key in the back.
Yeah. But it's like
5 main. Yeah.
So it's like there must not be that many more.
I think there's probably like, if I had to put a number out, 5 are on the service. Top 17 they have, but like I think that's still a lot. I think if I had to guess, I'd say 12. They got 12. Probably like per lineage, it's probably like a total of like 50. Because I think there's 5, right? So maybe like 60. They all like all together is like 60 kings.
Just like crazy the king stages, you know.
Yeah. And I think there's obviously other people besides the bloodlines in that area, like the Astro College. But I don't think there's more than like 200-300 kings.
Yeah, I think we said something like that before.
Oh, we're pretty accurate. Now that we've gotten more information. Yeah. I don't think there's that many kings, which I like.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm wondering how the kings progress then, you know?
Yeah. It'll be interesting because I feel like Transcendent Duke will have a lot to do with the king stage.
Oh, for sure. For sure. But yeah, that was Absolute Resonance was pretty good. It was a little slower, but I think like the highs were really good. Like the King Leaf fight was really good. The other stuff has been really cool. Him skipping stages was cool. A lot of it was really cool. It was a lot of talking, a lot of politicking. But yeah, anything you want to add for Absolute Resonance? No,
we're good.
No, we're good. All right, moving on to Little Tyrant, who doesn't want to be the bad end. 150 to 200. We had another big event, I'd say. It was really dope. I liked the whole story there. And you're gonna see, guys, if you read it, his special power, our main character, Roel, he has a special power that like is kind of like the drive, like how the story progresses. And I love it. I love that plot point. How do you feel about the whole thing?
I think it's funny because it was like completely unexpected power. He was like,
what was happening? Yeah. He's like, not again.
I like how it relates to history though, because
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's a unique way of lore diving,
Mm-hmm.
like building up the world for this story.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's kind of nice, because like now he's like has to go around solving all these like things that happened in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, so that just gets to tell us more and more stuff about what happened. I mean, it's finding out the truth what happened, because you can clearly see how much difference the truth is
from
the
the history.
I
Yeah.
was like, wow, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like some of the secrets you learn, you're just like,
Ooh. I definitely like how they're able to find out so much of history, and like, I'm more surprised that I don't want to say that, but like more of history hasn't been found by other people. I'll just say it that way. You know.
well, you have to remember there was like that great.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I was actually just about to spoil that.
Yeah, that's what I didn't want to say it. But like, I think more history should have been like written down. You know, by
no.
Yeah.
I think what happened makes perfect. Like for them not having good records,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it makes a lot of sense with what happened.
Okay. All right. Well,
Also, it makes it more interesting.
it does make it more interesting. I really like the whole bloodline system.
I think the bloodline system is really cool.
Yeah, I love the characters. I'm honestly surprised, guys. I will say, chapter 200. I think did he just hit 14, or did he not even hit 14 yet?
Years old?
Yeah,
I think so.
He just hit 14. Like, I thought there was gonna be a massive time skip. Like after the last big event, we both thought, like, I think it was chapter 50 to 100. We thought there'd be like a 10-year time gap. There was not.
What? You thought it was gonna be like 10 years?
Yeah, because of what the system said and everything. Remember?
Oh, okay. No,
not like 10, but like at least like 6 or 7.
It was only 2 years.
Yeah, only 2 years. So he's like 14, guys. So that's one thing that's surprising about the novel. Thought by now, chapter 200, he'd be like 18 years old, even though technically 14 is adult.
Yeah, 14 is like this adult age
in this novel. But like, no matter how much they say it, I'm not treating a 14-year-old as an adult. No. Right? Like, it's just like it's not happening out there. I'm sorry. You can try as many times as you want to tell me. I'm not believing you. But other than that, I like the fighting. The cultivation is really cool. Storytelling is awesome.
You know, I think is really cool the powers.
What do you mean the powers? Like
the different abilities that some of the characters have. Especially Roll. I like his powers.
Who, Roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, all his powers are dope.
Yeah.
I really like the powers. There's I think, is there anything you dislike?
I think the only thing I dislike is some of the all of his like the capture targets are kind of crazy.
That's what I said last time. You didn't agree with me.
Yeah, but then it's like now
you seeing it, bro, right?
Yeah, now it's like really crazy. I'm just like, these girls are kind of insane. It's funny, but it's also just like sometimes a little too much.
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised he hasn't like clamped it down more. He's like he's letting them run wild, bro. But it's part of the novel. So what would you give it? Final rating.
I give it like 8.5.
8.5. I was thinking long and hard about this rating on the way here, bro. 7.75. That's what I really wanted to give it an 8, but I couldn't. It's close. I think it's a really good novel, guys. I don't think it's like crazy, but I think like if you're looking for a good novel to read, you'll enjoy it. And it's not on Wuxia World, guys. It's on Novel Updates. What's it called? What's the website we use?
Hosted novel.
Hosted novels. I could look right now, guys, for you. Maybe we'll try to pin it. Maybe. Hostednovel.com, and they have a bunch of novels there that you guys can read for free. And you never have to sign up. Leave a comment for the translators, though. Thank you, translators.
I think I give it a high rating because I like the scheming.
Like the scheming?
I think I like what the background of who the villain might be, because it's very interesting. That I'm not trying to spoil that, but It's very interesting because it's very interesting who the main antagonist is supposed to be. Like we don't really know the whole truth about what's going on.
Yeah,
and I was like, kind of like really interested in. I want to see what happens there.
I'm very surprised by that, but we still don't really. I think sometimes, actually, I think specifically in this novel, because usually by now I wouldn't be surprised if we don't. Like, there's not really like main antagonists all the time. Mm-hmm. It's like sometimes it's just a story progressing, right? Like in Absolute Resonance, we kind of know like we have a main antagonist like group, I guess you could say now.
Yeah.
But like we probably didn't know that until like chapter like 500-600. Mm-hmm. So like, but like this novel is very clearly like pointing in a certain direction. Like it has like it's not I'm not saying linear, but like you can tell that it keeps building on one big scheme. Like it's kind of like 9 Star at that point. Like everything's building towards something specific. Yeah. It's not like we're just expanding the world. We're expanding the world to learn more about this like deep scheme that's like forgotten basically. Mm-hmm. And that's why history is so important, because like nobody remembers what's happened, because like honestly I don't really know why.
No, there's just been a lot of battles.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess also just humanity has gone through a lot in this novel. It kind of makes sense why
they're brutal. It's brutal.
Yeah, so it's understandable why actually the history isn't like that deep in this novel, because like like they've gone through a lot. Mm-hmm. They're fighting extinction.
They are.
They really are. They really are. They're fighting extinction, bro. But this novel's really cool. I enjoyed it. I want to keep reading it. And you said it's like currently like 600 something?
Yeah.
So all right. So are we reading this on our own, or are we gonna only read it for the podcast? What do you think?
Not sure. It depends on what the next novel is.
What do you mean?
Well, like what the next one we're gonna read.
Oh, okay. How does that impact it?
Well, because if we're reading it on our own, like we have so many going. Mm-hmm. I don't want to put it on the back burner, because I feel like we also have Tell Us Being a Hero, which we still want to read.
Yeah, that's why I don't know, because I feel like the more reviews we do, the more back burners we have. Like as of right now, like Damn Reincarnation is like at 260 or something, so we can read that whenever. And then To Hell with Being a Hero is like let's check.
That's like
is it at 400 yet?
I don't know if it's it's probably like around like 370, 380.
388. Yeah. So we said we started at 400, so that's pretty close. Let's see what else. Keyboard of Immortals only have 40 pages, 40 chapters. So we have To Hell with Being a Hero, 9 Star, Absolute Resonance, Keyboard Immortal, Damn Reincarnation, that's 5. Am I missing one? Devil's Son-in-Law, 6. That's a good list. And that's not even including Little Tyrant. That's a lot.
I'm trying to think.
Should we cap the amount of novels that we do every week? 'Cause that's a lot.
We do have a lot.
Now that we're getting up there, 7, that means like there might be a time where we don't talk about a novel for almost 2 months. I don't know. What do you think, bro?
I'm not sure.
Me either. Do you want? Maybe we talk about that offline.
Yeah.
That's definitely something I've been realizing. The more reviews we do, the more books we like. There's a lot, bro. Like, there's a lot.
Yeah. Plus, I'm reading Magus the Warlock on my own too.
Warlock of the Magus World, bro.
I'm sorry, I messed up the name.
I just want to make sure I said that right. Yeah, Warlock of the Magus World. Bro, honestly, guys, that thing is so good. I'd reread it.
And the hype for that novel was. A lot of people do like that novel.
Maybe when you're done, it could be the first novel that we give we'll do like of a novel we finished.
Yeah, because we keep saying we'll be doing that, but it's kind of like we have.
We just said
we have 7 ongoing novels.
Yeah, like either we have to do bonus episodes for that, because like there's not enough time in the podcast.
Yeah,
and I feel like I don't know if I could do multiple novels in one podcast sitting.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
Especially a lot to remember.
Yeah, exactly. A lot to remember. That's why I really like when we do it like a certain amount of chapters. 'Cause it's so fresh. Mm-hmm. Like, guys, honestly, I caught up on Absolute Resonance like a minute before we started this podcast today. I sat down here. I only had one chapter left, guys, but like I sat down and I read the one chapter of Biggest Gamer Setup. Since I was like reading this morning. So like I like it fresh like that, like right there. Just finished reading it.
Yeah.
You guys get the raw. Except sometimes I finish by Monday in certain books. Like Little Tyrant, I was done by like Monday morning.
Yeah, because it's pretty quick.
It is very quick.
So what do we have for next week?
I think we're finally doing Double Son-in-Law.
Oh yeah, cause it should be at 1200.
Yeah. So we're doing up to 1200.
Yeah.
So we're doing 1051 to 1200
yeah.
for Devil Son-in-Law. And then are we going to pick another novel or are we going to take a break again?
Let's take a break.
Take a break. All right. And then that's probably for the best because these chapters are long for Devil Son-in-Law. They're long.
Yeah, that's the one thing I want to focus on because we'll be caught up at that point for
we
the translation. So there'll be a lot to talk about.
We'll be waiting. Yep. All right, guys. That's been episode 25 of Light Novel Peace Podcast.
Yes,
That's
sir.
just been crazy. Hit 25, quarter of 100.
Mm-hmm.
Quarter of 100. You think we hit 100?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We do.
I think me too. I enjoy this.
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to this like every week, bro. Especially when I catch up with certain novels. I'm like, I need to call this man.
I need to talk about this right now.
That's why I hold it until today sometimes. Like Little Tyrant. Those reviews, sometimes they suck, bro. Because I just want to tell you guys everything, but I have to like hold it all.
Yeah.
Hold it all inside. Yeah. I love this podcast. Episode 25, man.
Yep.
Nice. All right. Peace.